Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome, film fans, to another quick shot review for Cheap Shot Entertainment. As ever, you are the Cheap Shot Nation, and I am your host Luke. And if you're watching this on podcast channels, you'll know it as Talk is Cheap. However, it's still a quick shot review. So, what have I been to see this week? Well, it's Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. A lot of words there for a film title, but it's necessary, I think, although there are some little bits that did aggrieve me. But that being said, it is a pretty fun film. Planet of the Apes, I mean, you know, the idea of apes overthrowing humans is one that's very out there. The original is always very good, and I couldn't get the Simpsons musical number out of my head for the whole film. I hate every chimp I see, from chimpanzee to chimpanzee. Um, You'll never make a monkey out of it. They made a monkey out of me because I went to go and see this film. However, it is, like I said, very good. It's definitely not the worst film I've seen this year. So it is directed by Wes Ball and written by Josh Friedman and a couple of other people. It stars Owen Teague as Noah, known for his role in the It series, the two films that came out reasonably recently, prior to 2020, and also stars Freya Allen as Nova, Kevin Durand as Proximus Caesar, Peter Macon as Raka, and William H. Macy as Trevathan. That's kind of like, why call him Trevathan? I mean, could they not decide between Trevor and Jonathan? It's got pretty decent review scores as well from across the board. It's not perfect, but it is decent. It's past the halfway point and going towards the top. And here, you know, it is one of those films. I felt like, having seen this film, I would have had to have seen the first one to know who Caesar was. But I haven't. I think I saw the second one. I didn't see the third one. I think that's War for the Planet of the Apes or something like that. It sort of filled in the gaps. I knew what was going off, but I would say, if you haven't seen Planet of the Apes, the newer one, I would try and watch that first if you're planning on going to see this, because otherwise there would be a big gap, and you'd expect that because it is like the fourth film in this particular franchise, and the last one came out a while ago, so there's been a big gap. The official blurb is: many years after the reign of Caesar, a young ape goes on a journey that will lead him to question everything he's been taught about the past and make choices that will define a future for apes and humans alike. So basically, Proximus Caesar is your bad guy, your standard antagonist, and Noah is your protagonist. So his village gets raided by Proximus Caesar's group. They all get taken to Proximus Caesar's kingdom of the Kingdom of the Apes, and it's widely seen that humans are inferior to apes. They're not very smart. Very true. Not very smart, and they just sort of run around like animals, I suppose. Like herds. They call them herds, which I thought was quite funny. There are some funny moments in here where there's like little bits, and like the landscape is buildings that have been recaptured by nature, and that's pretty cool. And the CGI is pretty decent as well. So there's lots to love about this film, but it is your basic hero journey. From A to B, something happens. They go on a journey. Um, they try and get revenge and all that kind of stuff. Save the day. Have the fight at the end, which was the lead up to that end fight was pretty cool. Because you've got like one of the main guards for Proxima Caesar is a gorilla. So I mean, it's your basic sort of like if you had an army, you'd probably call them grunts. Like the the big people that protect the main person. Um, and it's well done and it's decent. I honestly I genuinely enjoyed it. There are certain bits which I'm not going to spoil, which I thought, hold on a second, why the heck would you do that? Um, and yeah, it does leave some questions. And it's certainly close. Oh no, the worldwide gross is yeah, so it's made its money back and made some profit, but I would probably say that is yeah, yeah. Actually, it might be the fifth one. You had Rise of the Planet of the Apes as well, and obviously Andy Serkis played Caesar. Um, or was the first one? Was the first one Rise? I think it was actually. I think it may have been. Anyway, I could try and work out the timeline of this, but yeah, as a standalone movie, you will have to have seen the first one with James Franco and Andy Serkis. Um, for those who have seen that and big fans of the films, this will not disappoint. Um, really quite enjoyable. Like I say, there's some funny moments in there. I wanted the protagonist to win because the protagonist was such a douche, and that's all the things you need from a film, isn't it? You want to escape, you want to get somewhere different, and you've got the wise man and all that kind of stuff. You come to question what you already know, and as the hero, can you change the world and make it a better place? Pretty much everything you need. So, do I recommend this film? Absolutely yes. Um, as I've said, not as a standalone. You would have to have seen, in my opinion, you would have to have seen the first one, and not the original, but the first one. Um, but other than that, pretty good. Fight scenes are decent. You've got the peril. You've got everything you need in a sort of epic hero journey action flick type of thing. So, yeah, that's it. So for me, for Cheap Shot Entertainment, for Quick Shot Reviews, and of course the podcasting channel Talk is Cheap, I hope you join us next time. We're going to see Furiosa and a special review of The Crow. 30th anniversary of The Crow is and they're playing it in the cinema. I'm going with my good mate who really wants to go and see it. So we're heading off to the cinema to enjoy that one. I haven't seen it since it was out on VHS, so a long time ago. So yeah, join us for that one as well. Like I say, very special review, that one. And I'll see you next time. Thank you very much, film fans, and goodbye.
Hiya.